Hey everyone, I am making this video for two reasons, a really quick video, but the first one is I was so excited about my hair that I wanted to share it with you. I haven't had my hair done in like 6 months, like last fall sometime, and like the color was fine because like my, you know, it grows out and looks a little fine. It was okay, it was getting a little drab, but like my ends were horrible, like they were just really thin. And so the girl that I go to, like I messaged her early in the week and I was like, what you got going on? Because we're friendly on Facebook and stuff. She's really nice. And so I was trying to think of like what I wanted to do with my hair. And I mentioned in my most recent video, I think, that I was like, oh, I wanted to chop it off, but like my face doesn't, it's already kind of like chubby and I got my little chinny chin chin going. But when I've had short hair in the past, it makes my hair or my face look a lot rounder, so it doesn't really suit me, so I'd get long layers. But then I was reading this article on like all the different types of layers that you can get depending on your hair type, and I was like, oh well, shoot. So I sent her an email or a Facebook message. I said, I don't know if you're gonna have time to read this before tomorrow, but at first I was thinking of just like doing long layers like always, but then like I was reading about this layering technique and this layering technique and how it works, because I do have a lot of hair, but it's very fine. Like my hair is very thin and fine and it's like limp. If you hear noises going on, I think that there's someone under the house for plumbing issues. So it just kind of like lays flat, and it just, you know, and then my hair, I can't air dry it very well because it's frizzy and crazy and psycho. So there's just like different layering stuff, and I'll leave the link to the article below, because when I went and saw her today, she was like, she's like, I read the whole thing and I think that that was a really good article. Like I might print that out and just show my clients, because one of the things that the author of the article talked about was just that industry-wide, depending on what school you went to, the lingo is different. So like one person might say one thing and this person might say a different name. They both mean the same thing, but to that individual hairstylist, it means something different because their schooling was different. So you might get something that you don't want. So she said it was really cool. And then just like, based on my needs and what I'm looking for, she suggested that I go with the blunt cut, but with like a little bit of layering. So like the bottom of my hair would be blunt, but then she would take like the top section and cut in a little bit of layering so that there was movement. But if I did the blunt, then the ends would be thicker versus when you do the long layers and they thin out. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And I was like, you know, we're not taking off a drastic amount of length, so that if I didn't like it, I could just get the long layers anyways. We were just cutting off the damage. And then my natural hair color is obviously darker than this now, but see here, like it blends in really well, like with the ombre. I actually like, I like it. It's less harsh, and like some people call it like a sombre, like a semi-ombre, because it's not like that harsh line. It's just like a natural blend. And this is more like what my hair was like as a kid. So during the summer, my hair was like this naturally. And then as winter came, it would darken up, and then summer would come and it would lighten up again. And it was just, it's a more natural look, and I like it. I wouldn't want to be all this color just because I like having light around my face. Anyways, all that to say, what we did was, so it's still like got the length. We brought the blonde up just like a little bit so that when we cut it, like, because a lot of it was growing out. And then this is still my natural, look down to here. Is it down to there? Yeah. Is my natural hair color. So she put a highlight here and here to help lighten up my face. And then when I asked her if we should do like a base color, like of a lighter, not a lighter, like a lighter brown, she said no, because like I don't have grays or anything. She said that we could just put a shine on it, and that would actually help it kind of like melt into the color, and I think that it looks really good. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but I thought that, I don't know, I was just really excited. Maybe it's because I haven't had my hair done in so long, and like it's so bouncy, and I just was like, I just want to swing it, you know? It just bounces and it does all these pretty things. When someone else does your hair, it's always just, your hair is so much prettier. I'm like, oh my my goodness, thank you. It's amazing what something so seemingly simple can do for your mind. Like, obviously this doesn't fix all the world's problems, but hey, I can feel fierce and fine for a couple hours with hair in my mouth. Ugh, of course. So I just wanted to share that with you. I should have done like a before shot, but if you watch my last video, you'll see. The other thing is, a lot of times I wear it, like I curl it with a curling iron, and so when I straightened it, I could tell that it had really, like it was long. But in my last video, it's straight and you can kind of see what it was looking like. And then this is the after. So the second thing I want to talk about is more just like I want to thank you guys. Oh, my battery's gonna die, so I hope that I get all of this out. Yesterday, my most recent video went live. It is my chit chat video talking about some really like personal stuff, and it was a very long video. So if you watched it, I really appreciate that, and I realized that that took up a half hour of your time. And the fact that you watched means something to me. Like, it means a lot. But then now I'm reading the comments, and I am just really blown away. It really touches my heart, and I am so appreciative. And I do strive to be authentic, and you know, I obviously don't share everything, you know, family-wise, because there is some privacy that needs to remain intact. But in a lot of ways, in most other ways, especially pertaining to me as an individual, I try to be as honest as possible, because that is something that's very important to me and something I value in other people. And that can be a very scary thing, especially when you're putting it out there for anyone to see. And the fact that you guys see that really means a lot to me, that is something that is noticeable and something that you appreciate, and that makes it a little less scary for me, because yeah, I'm putting it out there, but there are times where it's like really nerve-wracking. You don't know what people are going to say. You don't know if they're going to say something negative, but that's the risk that you take, I guess, when you are making videos. But I have read every single comment and I want to respond. But I know that like my simple thank you isn't going, it's not really going to portray exactly like how I'm feeling. And so I just wanted to say that it really means a lot, very much. And I very much appreciate it. And I truly mean that. So I just wanted to say that and thank you guys so much. So now I'm starting to fumble over my words. But yeah, I filmed a stationary video, so that video might go up before this one. And to be perfectly honest with you, it was harder to film than I thought it was. So the video quality may not be the best, but it took me like over an hour to do. So I don't really want to try to refilm it. But if you guys think it sucks, let me know and I'll try to like work something out. So I hope that you guys are all doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.